Alright, so we're going to try something different. We got a Power Sting Path 7.3. So naturally I'm going to bring my number one Power Stinger, Mr. Porker Popper himself. From there I'm going to bring Mr. Fantastic. Pair him with She-Hulk. I mean, really at that point I'm covered down on my bases to take the Power Sting Path. But for the sake of this Arcus boss, probably bring Black Widow Clairvoyant. Kind of want to bring Dr. Doom. May as well. Let's send it. Alright, check it out. I mean, if you look at the guides, they'll recommend Void, they'll recommend Human Torch. I mean, really good. In my case, I have a 6.3 friggin' Max Sig Spiderham, so we're just gonna use him. Here we go. The rotation I'll stick to is just medium, light, medium. Get those Porker Poppers stacked up on them. We have 3 passives. Got tagged there a little bit, it's all good. Lock those in with the L1. So even if he gets a special 2, we're not overly concerned. Boom, done. 14 hits. Took 2 hits. We won't count those. Move up over to Cable. Same principle. Let's do it. Immediately you want to go in, try and get that parry in. Medium, light, medium. So the way that the Porker Poppers work, if you're not familiar, every medium hit that you lock in has like a 50% chance to lock down a Porker Popper. So you want to get as many of those in as possible. So typically you want to avoid doing, the traditional combos. Also, if you notice, one of his abilities is you can dash back, hold block. You'll look for that little evade symbol to freaking basically go into like a, I'll demonstrate. It goes green, lights up green, and that means that you're ready to evade a special. So you can kind of lock that in to avoid some of that like beefier freaking block damage that some of these guys like to throw. I'll demonstrate. Come on. Come on. There we go. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. We'll wait for the special one. If he survives to launch it. Here we go. Right here. Oh, jumped up to special too. Alright. 90k Power Sting damage. Alright, moving on. Pretty effortless up to this point, minus having to bait that asshole. Here, it'd probably make more sense to send in Doom or Black Widow. But honestly, with Spiderham, if we can get some special spams, it's not going to take much. So let's just go for it. Parry right out of the gate. Medium, light, medium. He's got 6 Power Stings on him. He's got 8 now. Let's just try and get him to launch. Sweet. Alright. Now another cool mechanic that you have here is a special 1 when you lock in the Porker Poppers. You also taunt them, which is helpful for people like Hyperion, because sometimes he can get stubborn and hang on to that special. This should be it once he launches a special. Boom, done, 94k. Alrighty, 20 hits. Let's keep rolling. OG Vision, fun times. Trying to get through this exploration. I got a bunch of stuff in my stash after doing Act 6 exploration a few days ago, so I'm trying to get through Act 7 as quickly as possible. Or at least the first chapter. Alright. Medium, light, medium. Nice little intercept. Bait that out. Let's go. There we go. Get that special one. Get those poppers locked in. Should be yep, there it is. Synthesis coming. There we go. Medium, light, medium. Really, I mean, for these fights, you're not too worried about the degeneration. So, typically, if you're fighting like a Mojo or Dormammu, and you dexed them, or you had some sort of like buff that expired, you'd start degenerating. That's where you'd want to keep those spider senses up. And again, if you're not familiar, you just want to basically, as you start to build them up. So once the opponent gains a full bar of power, you start to accumulate spider senses, and as they gain more power, your spider senses continue to go up. So you'll notice that they'll start to skyrocket. As long as you maintain it below 10, they won't expire. So you just kind of got to watch it. Sometimes it can get away from you. If they do, it's not a big deal. Thankfully, though, if you're fighting like a Mystic, it's nice because instead of reverting to 0, it reverts back to 3. So if you're fighting somebody that has a high power rate, you're pretty much always keeping those spider senses, and they're nice. There's been a few times where a Warlock launched a special 2, and let's say I didn't dex back far enough, it ended up saving me. So Spider just started doing passive evades, which was really nice because every passive evade also translates into a porker popper that you're applying as you go, the higher sig that you get. So that's what kind of makes him useful on defense too. Fighting Phoenix, you just gotta be cautious that you're after she launches at L1, sometimes her power just freaking goes back up, so it makes it a little bit of a pain to punish the specials. So not too big of a deal in this game mode, but when you're doing like a day 5 of map 7 and you're fighting her on Do You Bleed, it can be kind of a pain, especially with like a power to cower. All right, Loki, same principle. I mean, you can see he's minus a few slip ups because I'm talking to you guys. Spiderham's doing this pretty effortlessly. This should be over here. All right, there we go. Path is concluded. So that'll be the end of the Spiderham content. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off Argus with one of these mystics.